Well, a new report reveals alarming trends when it comes to marijuana use here in California. A high spike in emergency room visits and hospitals seeing more and more young patients.
CBS 8's Kelly Hessedall joins us live from the sheriff's office with more on this report and why parents really need to pay attention. Kelly.
That's right, and we heard quite a few horror stories today of kids, even babies, ingesting some of these THC products and ending up in the emergency room. Now, these products are not regulated. The sheriff's office says you really don't know what's in them.
You really have no idea what you're getting. It's completely unregulated. We have this conception that it's legalized in California, but before it was a criminal, illegal product. Well, a tiger doesn't change its stripes. So you still have people who are criminals doing the same thing. They're not on the up and up. They're not labeling things appropriately.
And that was Lieutenant Michael Pepin, who actually tests some of the products you see here. And in them, he's found things like bath salts, pesticides, fertilizer products. Now, THC is that chemical in cannabis that gives people that high feeling. And he says they found higher levels of it in products than what the packaging claims. He says there's also just a lot of unknown chemicals in them. So just because it's packaged up, it looks legit, doesn't mean it's safe. Now, according to this new report titled Marijuana's Impact on California, from 2008 to 2022, there was a 521% increase in California emergency department visits for primary marijuana use. And in 2022, 43% of suicides of those aged 25 and under in San Diego County had THC in their systems at the time of death. Now, we also heard today from a doctor at Scripps Mercy, Dr. Roneet, who studies cannabis use and its impact, and she says parents need to protect their children.
It is the #1 cause of poisoning around our country is kids getting into marijuana. And we've done studies on that here in San Diego County and know that the #1 product that kids get into are gummies, and the #1 person that they get it from is their parents.
And so she says you really need to lock up your THC products the same way you would lock up a gun. She says a lot of concerning things surrounding marijuana use and THC products, and they just really want the public to understand the risks. Anna, Carlo?
Kelly, you mentioned that there are real problems here. The products aren't regulated. Is there a push to do more on that front? And what about warning labels? There was some mention of that by the sheriff's deputy in there. What are they going to do with this? Put more labels on the products? Where do we go?
Well, I was told today that they've pushed for all of those things, but they haven't made it very far. The state of California fairly recently adopted some new, stronger policies when it comes to people who are purchasing these hemp THC-based products. For example, you have to be 21 years old to purchase them, but I think the reality is kids are still getting a hold of them, and so their message today was we really just need to educate the public.
Yeah, bring awareness to parents, even if you're not the one buying it in your own house, right? Your kids have been getting pot for decades without their parents. Kelly, thanks for that.